I enjoy amusement parks. I have been fascinated by them since I was a kid. Although I still enjoy them as an adult, I no longer feel comfortable riding on Ferris wheels. Here's the reason why. I was around 10 years old when I made a visit to my favorite amusement park, La Ronde, once an exhibit at Montreal's Expo 67. Every summer, my parents would take me to La Ronde so I could ride the Ferris wheel. It was by far my favorite ride, and I always looked forward to it. On one occasion, riding the Ferris wheel would forever change my life and my overall view of the world. I was so anxious to get on the ride that at first my infinite impatience was beginning to get the better of me as I slowly loomed ahead to the front of the line, anxiously awaiting for my turn to board. I was going to ride alone in one car so nobody, not even those who rode with me, would bear witness to what was going to take place. As I finally took my seat, the wheels started to move slowly and I was able to gaze down below, looking at the amazing view. All those people seemed so small from up here, some rushing around, while others were simply going about their business, some boarding rides, others eating lunch. The screams heard from the roller coaster off into the distance, and the loud, jovial carnival music playing from below. It was so peaceful up here, so tranquil, and very relaxed. Nothing could touch me up here. But as the Ferris wheel slowly descended, I noticed something peculiar. My heart started to beat a little faster, beads of sweat dripping from my forehead. I quickly realized that I was no longer in familiar territory. I quickly got off the Ferris wheel, and to my horror, discovered that I was not in my own timeline. I was 10 at the time, so the year should have been 1978, but somehow I had lapsed in an era unbeknownst to me. I saw people holding these gadgets, these weird devices to their ears, some even pressing them with their thumbs, and these huge TV screens displayed throughout the park. I then began to run. Dizziness overtook me. Panic-stricken, I began looking around and around for something familiar, but nothing was. This environment became very surreal to me, duly noting many differences that I couldn't wrap my head around nor explain. I had to get back to my own timeline. But how? The only way was to get back on that Ferris wheel. And so I did. And here I am now, telling you my story about that fateful day. I never told you if I ever returned. And if I didn't return, you can readily assume that I am now telling you this story from a timeline that is unbeknownst to you.